boxing for the British flyweight title that was given up by Hugh Russell of Northern Ireland in April when he retired from the game. The Scottish boy, the white boy, Danny Flynn from Edinburgh, is conceding half a pound here to Duke McKenzie, and conceding also considerable height and reach to the man from Croydon, who starts this contest, I would suspect, a considerable favourite. They're both 22. McKenzie is 5'7". That's pretty tall for a flyweight.
Stick it in, dude. Come on. Step it out, dude. Step it out. That's it, dude. Come on, step it out.
Flynn gets his second chance in 6 months to fight for this title. Last November in Belfast, he challenged the former champion, Hugh Russell, but he was stopped there, going down 4 times before the referee, Mike Jacobs, stopped it in the 8th round. He didn't do too badly in that fight for a few rounds, Flynn, but then faded very badly. McKenzie is unbeaten as a pro and has done most of his boxing as a pro in America. He's had 10 winning professional fights. This is only the 3rd time he's been in with a British opponent. Not encouraging news for Flynn, perhaps, that the 2 previous British opponents never made the 2nd round. And he's hurt by a body punch. Flynn briefly down in the opening round. So already McKenzie's punching power is getting through to the frail Scot. And he goes down again, no count. Still just under a minute to go of this opening round. So McKenzie has got the upper hand, and very much so, in these opening 3 minutes. Flynn's problem is that he has to come inside if he's going to score at all. And McKenzie is letting him come in and then putting the punches in downstairs, right that time under the heart. That one hurt again. And there's a considerable amount of venom behind those punches of McKenzie's. They're placed well and they're timed well. So an overwhelming lead for McKenzie as he goes back at the end of the 1st round. 22 years old, the brother of the former British and European light welterweight champion, Duke McKenzie. 10 fights as a pro, 10 wins, and 7 of those wins have come inside the distance. Let's have another look at the way McKenzie handled Flynn here. He was coming up underneath with good body punches, beautiful little left up into the body, and that was the start of Flynn's trouble.
Checked out. Round 2.
So Flynn of Scotland on the left comes out for the 2nd with considerable problems. Already hurt badly several times with body punches. And since that night he was beaten in his previous attempt to win this title against Hugh Russell. He's had only 1 fight in Edinburgh against a not very good Spaniard, Mariano Garcia, and he knocked him out in 2 minutes and 22 seconds. But the opposition tonight is a lot tougher than that.
With authority.
That's it, dude. One down the jab.
There you go.
On the jab,
Come on, work inside, don't hold.
One behind the jab, dude. Jab, dude.
Come on.
Come on, Joe. Come on. Jab it out, dude. Come on, stay up.
You can see the problem for Flynn. He knows he's got to get inside because he's outreached. And if he goes inside, he exposes himself to the counterpunch. So what do you do about that? That's what Flynn is asking himself at this moment.
That's all.
Use the jab, Duke. Use the jab.
That was the one, Dan.
On the jab, Duke. Come on, Duke. Body shot, Duke. Come on.
Go, Duke. Top him.
Come on.
Right.
Come on. Convert him, Duke. Convert him. Back
Come on,
him up,
Duke.
Duke.
Come on, Duke.
Come on, back him up.
Let's go, Duke.
Oh, Duke, hit him off.
Flynn doing better now, getting his own punches in, and suddenly finds a way to get inside. And suddenly Flynn gets on top.
Right, steady, Duke. Steady. Use the jab. On the jab, Duke. Come on. Jab, Duke. Come on. Jab, Duke.
All right, kill him.
Let's go, Duke. Come on. Jab. Oh, what's he doing? On the jab, Duke. Come on. Climb up, Duke. Let's go. Face it, Duke. Face it.
And Flynn has found the way with the right hand.
Right.
Ah, Duke. That's it, Duke. Come on. Use the jab, Duke. Come on. On his way. Hammer, Duke. Body shot, Duke. Body. Body.
Come on,
Body.
Duke.
Come on, Duke. Wait, body.
Come on, Duke. Right. Step back.
Into the body, Duke. That's it, Duke. Come on. Underneath, over the top, Duke.
Come on, Duke. 1, 2.
Well, that was a much better round for Flynn, and suddenly he seemed to find the way.
Round 3.
Get that jab, Duke. Get that jab going, Duke. Speed first. Start with boss, Duke. Jab, Duke. Go on, Duke. Get that jab going, Duke.
Hit him.
This is the title they're fighting for that was once held by Charlie Magri.
Come on. Beautiful.
And a lot of very famous people before him, going all the way back to the days of the great Jimmy Wilde.
Solid, Duke. Solid. Solid, Duke.
And then we're talking about 1914, round about that time.
Let's go with the jab. Let's go with the jab. Come on, Duke. Let's go.
Scotland, of course, have a great tradition of flyweight champions, with men like
Right.
Benny Lynch and Jackie Patterson,
Go with the jab, Duke.
and more recently Walter McGowan and John McCluskey.
Come on, Duke. Stand up. Let's go with the jab, Duke. Come on. Stand up. Come on, Duke. Stand up. Come on, Duke. That's the one, Duke. And again. And again, Duke.
Come on, Duke. Hit him.
McKenzie now looking again to sink those body punches in, which were so telling in the opening round.
Come on, Duke. Work.
Beginning to find the target again.
Come on, Duke.
That's this, Duke.
Me first. Come on.
One knee over the top, Duke.
I think McKenzie's great problem is going to be to stay down to 8 stone. He's very tall for a flyweight. He's made 7'13 3/4, just a quarter of a pound inside the limit tonight. But I suspect it won't be too long before he has to move up a weight.
That's it.
Oh, it's a good right hand there. Round 3. And Flynn's badly hurt.
6, 7, 8. Let's go, Duke. Same again.
45 seconds to go of this round. Can Flynn survive it? Clinton McKenzie, his brother, sitting right behind me now, getting very excited about the brother, and this might be it. We may have a new champion at this point. I don't think he's going to beat the count. Oh, he has. He's got up quickly. And John Coyle looks at him, and McKenzie was proclaiming victory, and too early. He was dancing around the ring as though he'd won, and he hasn't yet. Flynn made an amazing recovery then. He looked flat out, and then suddenly scrambled to his feet, and we're still at it. Oh, it's another right. And the count will continue. The count continues after the bell, but he's beaten the count. So he goes back to the corner. Oh, that was touch and go. McKenzie was almost the British flyweight champion. and then suddenly had to go on fighting, and he's still going to have to go on fighting because Flynn looks as though he'll be all right to come out for the next round. Here's the first knockdown again. Suddenly McKenzie had got right back to the form of the opening round. This was a right hand that came over the top. There it is. Beautiful little right cross. And the second one, the second knockdown, looked like the finisher. There it was again, exactly the same punch, and he was flat on his back, and you'd have bet everything you got he wouldn't beat the count, but he managed to scramble up and beat it. And then right on the bell, he was down again.
Seconds out. Round 4.
So we go into the fourth round of what suddenly proved to be a very intriguing British flyweight title fight. Danny Flynn of Edinburgh, Duke McKenzie, the black boxer from Croydon. 40 had it won. But I think if McKenzie finds him with that right again, that might be the end this time. I can't believe Flynn will survive it if he takes it again. Flynn very bravely trying to come through with something, a jab or a hook or something. He's trying to get him through, but he's always exposed when he does it. And McKenzie doesn't find it too difficult to nail him. And all the time, McKenzie is thumping him to the body inside. This is an amazing second win for Flynn. McKenzie was actually doing a war dance of victory at one point. Well, you've got to hand it to Flynn for bravery. Took a lot of guts to get up.
No boxing. Sort yourself out.
And again he finds him to the body. Almost in a praying position now. Has he got the strength to come up again? He's done it again. He's up yet again, but John Coyle says, no, that's enough. And he leads a brave man to his corner. And he